Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers and New and Renewable Energy, Government of India. May I invite you, sir, to kindly grace the stage. Also inviting a guest of honor, Shri Arun Barokhaji, Secretary, Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. Inviting on stage Mr. Deepak Mehta, Chairman, FICCI Chemical Industry Committee, Chairman, Gujarat State Council and CMD, Deepak Nitrite Limited. And Mr. Prab Das, he will be joining us shortly. Namaskar and good evening. Guest of honor, Shri Bhagwan Kubaji, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers and New and Renewable Energy, Government of India. Eminent dignitaries on the dais, special invitees, senior government officials, distinguished delegates, both from abroad and India, respected members of the press and media, distinguished awardees, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the FICCI Chemicals and Petrochemicals Awards distribution ceremony. And may I now invite Mr. Deepak Mehta, Chairman, FICCI Chemical Industry Committee, to kindly begin the proceedings of the award presentation ceremony with his welcome remarks.
Good evening, friends. We've had a very inspiring day today with the presentations done by some very good speakers. At the same time, both Dr. Mansukh-bhai Mandavia and Dr. Kuba presenting to us where they are working to lead India towards in the chemical industry. We had a very interesting session also in the CEO's roundtable today, where we had a number of states presenting their case, both including Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, and West Bengal. And this is a very interesting thing that one is seeing, that the center has played a role in creating an ecosystem in which all the states actually compete to a certain extent with each other to tell entrepreneurs like all of you why their state is the best place to set up business with. In this competition, they have been actively looking at not only ensuring easy availability of land, power, water, but they have been also actively looking at listening to the industry and understand what else, what more. As we were discussing earlier in the day, that all of this is creating a very good ecosystem for all of us to grow. There have been times in the earlier years where when import duties were over 135%, and I've lived through those years, where when the government talked about reducing these duties to 55% and 35%, we were all up in arms with the government saying that where will we go? At such low duties, how can we survive? But at the end of the day, we have seen that not only have we survived, but we have thrived. Because parallelly, there have been pressures on the government also to see how to improve ease of doing business, how to improve capabilities of infrastructure coming up at various places. Today, as we were discussing that in the next 5 to 7 years, India is really at a point where it cannot have been any time in the last 50 years. When we look at the world, until now, China has been the biggest player in the chemical sector. In the last 15 years, they have grown incessantly. from almost beginning at the same level as what India is or was. Today, they are the world's largest player in the chemical sector. And even United States of America is one-third of China. So at this time, when India is about 3 to 3.5% of world trade compared to China, which is 45%, it is very heartwarming when people start talking about the fact that they are looking at something which is China plus, because they don't want to look at putting all their eggs in one basket. And when they started talking about China plus, naturally, India was one of the potential options, more because of the type of talent that is existing, the base of the industrial chemicals that is already there, but also because of the entrepreneurship that has been there. To support this, the government of India has been very actively conceptualizing ideas, including the Atmanirbharta, and wanting to push industry to grow, to see that we are reducing imports. And as our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister also said, it is not only to look at reducing imports, it's also to see how can the industry be a manufacturer of the world for whatever businesses. So in these few ways, while the government talked about Atmanirbharta, it was only when they started also talking about PLIs, when they said that whether it is electronics, because I do remember in good old days, they did keep electronics as zero duty, thinking that that is the right way for India to grow. But over the years, that became our weakness because nobody invested in electronics. Everything was coming from the Far East. And the one thing that the government did was to put a very good PLI scheme for electronic industry. On the other side, India has, in the last 5 years, grabbed the opportunity to go into solar. And in the initial period, we all thought that it is just a lot of talk about environment, sustainability, and solar. But today we see that India has been one of the biggest players in solar in the world. And the rate at which we are going, there was a time when we thought that power has to be subsidized because solar power was at 15 rupees and 18 rupees. Today solar power is available so low that even the fossil fuel power seems significantly high compared to that. And now, today when we are at this stage, we are talking about going even further and tapping that solar power to convert it back into green hydrogen and green ammonia as the options which could drive tomorrow's industry. As the automobile industry world over moves towards looking at battery-operated electric vehicles, India is working hard to catch up and fast to catch up. And this is all creating great new opportunities, including in the battery space. On the other side, the government did work for bringing in a cluster approach, the PCPIR approach. We have been now working closely with our ministry to see how to fine-tune this PCPIR so that it really becomes effective. And the whole concept is to see how we can finally make companies who come into PCPIR more cost competitive. The full name of PCPIR is supposed to be Petrochemical, Petroleum, Chemicals and Petrochemical Industry Region. But at FICCI, we have been saying that the real full version of PCPIR is Pipeline Connected Petrochemical Industrial Region. The concept being that using pipelines, you are bringing costs down significantly for logistics and also safety. And at the same time, when you are talking about a cluster industry, you are creating an environment where there is a lot of shared facilities. All of you are aware that about 40% of the investment that goes into a chemical industry is for the what we call as outside battery limits. And here the concept was, how can all this outside battery limit investment be made in a shared manner so that whatever money as investors, as entrepreneurs we put in, with the same money we can put in double the capacities. I would not say that we have arrived, we have still a long way to go, but one of the good points is that I do find that both our ministers in Delhi and the secretary and the bureaucrats are very well accepting these ideas and are working now with the states to see how these changes can be made. As we go through all these changes and we create clusters that can be more cost competitive, the government is also looking at seeing how rail, road and sea linkages are happening, and therefore even in Dahej they have been talking about material coming at the ports, straight getting into railways and straight going into the hinterlands. Again, concepts are there, again some efforts have been put, and again we are looking forward to seeing this happen in real life. But I do see that as these things happen, it will bring a sea change in the cost competitiveness of companies in India. Along with these, because the chemical sector consists not only of large commodity businesses like petrochemicals, refineries, fertilizers, and polymers, it also consists of intermediates, it also consists of specialty chemicals, it also consists of performance products. And therefore, the need of the hour is to see that the whole value chain grows. In Germany, the companies there talk about Verbund, where the value downstream and side stream, all of these are encouraged, so that as a total they become most competitive. Even in Singapore, sir, I used to be asking them that Middle East produces all the oil and they have the refineries, and yet how can Singapore be more competitive when they are importing the oil, producing the products and then exporting them out of Singapore? And the real answer was this pipeline connected petrochemical industry region. That there is so much of interconnectivity via pipelines that costs are significantly saved, and a small place like Singapore can still be keeping their head high in terms of supplying products to the chemical and petrochemical industry. So this has been on one side. When we talk about infrastructure, we talk about business. We have been also talking about how India could grow not only in businesses where it has basic fundamental strengths, like India is one of the largest, world's largest, or second or third largest mines of titanium dioxide ores. And the point has been that how can we convert most of the ores to titanium dioxide itself and export titanium dioxide. Similarly, when we look at rare earths, these are also great opportunities that are available. But finally, it is the demographic benefit. Finally, it is the huge population. Finally, it is the huge liability that used to be there now becoming a huge asset, and that is people. And that is the marketplace, which is what India is. I believe very soon we would be overtaking China in terms of population, and certainly in terms of the young population as Chinese population gets older. So next 10 years, I believe are going to be the best years for India in terms of demand. While all this is happening, one of the key things that is been again and again talked about by captains of the industry worldwide, and even today afternoon when we had an excellent presentation by the director of research from BASF, when he shared that somehow investment in R&D is very low in India. And though there is investment by the government sector, the private sector investment is still lower. And the example that they gave was, if a country like South Korea has gone up significantly in recent times, they are right now the highest investment per capita in R&D, over almost about 5.5%, while in India it is 1 to 1.5%. In order to look at encouraging R&D, encouraging entrepreneurship, encouraging great creation of business and assets, FICCI has been constantly working at different ideas, and today evening is one of these ideas, where the thought is to really identify some of the best companies that have performed in this last year, recognize them, and take inspiration from them so that we can have many more such companies. I understand that we have every year, as these awards are given, we have more and more companies actively participating in these awards. We have newer companies coming into this, and it is a great sign of encouragement. So today we are all gathered here for cheering some of the best players in the chemical sector, and we have our Honorable Minister of State, Kubaji, who has been forever constant supporter to the industry. Arun Barokaji is also here, and I have seen today also that any and every idea that has come about, asking for support, asking for or recommending ideas, like a sponge, he has been absorbing this, and he has been committing himself to see how to take this forward. So we are really, as a chemical industry, we are really blessed with a good team captains, and I know that the next 2 years, we just talked about it in the morning, that by 2024 we should be doing all that it takes to see that the seeds are sown, that by 2027 we have doubled the chemical industry turnover from 250 billion to we want to cross 500 billion. And I'm sure all of you are together with us to really see and to really make it happen. Thank you very much, and again a very, very warm evening to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, we also welcome on stage Mr. Prab Das, Chairman, FICCI Petrochemicals Committee, and MD and CEO, HPCL Mittal Energy. And ladies and gentlemen, I now have the proud privilege in requesting Secretary Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, Shri Arun Barokaji, to kindly say a few words addressing the August House present here. And let's once again put our hands together to welcome him.
माननीय मंत्री श्री भगवंत खोबा जी, दीपक मेहता जी and Prabdas ji, colleagues from the industry, captains from the industry, मेरे साथी मंत्रालय के जो हमारे साथी यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, ये मौका अवार्ड सेरेमनी का है, तो हम लोगों ने आज दिन में बहुत सी चर्चाएं की और काफ़ी सीरियस डिस्कशन हुआ। मैं उन सब चीज़ों को दोबारा से रिपीट नहीं करना चाहूँगा, सिर्फ ये बताना चाहूँगा कि हमारे जैसे माननीय मंत्री जी MOS साहब और हमारे डॉक्टर मांडविया साहब, वो बड़े ही एक तरह से प्रोएक्टिव मिनिस्टर्स हैं, और सरकार का पूरा उद्देश्य है कि जो भी आइडियाज़ इंडस्ट्री को फैसिलिटेट करने के लिए मिलें उन पे अमल किया जाए, और जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को इस सेक्टर में मदद मिल सके उसके लिए हमें कार्य करना चाहिए, और इसमें हम काम भी कर रहे हैं। और कुछ चीज़ें, चूँकि ये इंडिया कैंप कुछ समय के बाद हुआ, फिज़िकल रूप में, तो कुछ चीज़ें शायद हमसे छूट गई। आज खास करके कुछ निश एरियाज़ आइडेंटिफाई किए हैं सर, वो हमने नोट कर लिए हैं। शायद कल हमें इतना डिटेल टाइम नहीं मिलेगा उस चीज़ के ऊपर में डिस्कस करने के लिए। जैसा आपने भी बताया, मिनिस्टर साहब ने भी बताया था, उन एरियाज़ को हमने नोट कर लिया है। हमें लग रहा है कि उन पे भी जितना जल्दी हो सके कार्य कर लेना चाहिए। बेशक इस तरह के इतने बड़े उसमें ना हो, तो छोटे पैमाने पे भी करके उन निश एरियाज़ में काम करने की आवश्यकता है। तो इन चीज़ों को हम ध्यान में रखेंगे। परंतु ये बड़ा अच्छा एक मौका है जब हम खुद भी इंट्रोस्पेक्ट कर पा रहे हैं, हम आपस में मिल भी पा रहे हैं। कई मुझे पता चला कि कुछ इंडस्ट्री के लोग भी आपस में इतना 2-3 साल बाद मिल रहे हैं, कई लोग पहली बार मिल पा रहे हैं। तो कुछ लोग तो मिल पाते हैं, कुछ लोग नहीं मिल पा रहे हैं। इट हैज़ प्रोवाइडेड अ वेरी गुड नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर एवरीवन। मैं आशा करता हूँ जो ये हमने फॉर्मेट रखी है जो लिमिटेड वे में यूज़फुल होगी, बट आने वाले समय में हम और भी ज़्यादा इसको इफ़ेक्टिव बनाएंगे। हमारे मंत्रालय ने इन सब पॉइंट्स को जो जो आपने बताए हैं नोट कर लिए गए हैं, और जो भी हमारे समर्थन में होगा, कुछ हमारे समर्थन में है, कुछ एज ए कोऑर्डिनेटर रोल के रूप में हमें विभिन्न मंत्रालयों से उनको टेकअप करना पड़ेगा। विल डेफिनेटली take it up with them, and I can assure you on behalf of the department that we will do our best to ensure that the interest of the chemical and petrochemical sector is protected, promoted, and everyone prospers, not only you but the whole economy, the chemical sector as well as the Indian economy. अंत में मैं जो अवार्डीज़ हैं उनको एडवांस में ही बधाई देना चाहूँगा। I think we'll be having award ceremony very shortly. मेरी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। जिस तरीके से आपने पास्ट ईयर में कार्य किया है वैसे ही करते रहें, और ये एक अच्छा प्रयास है। इसके ज़रिए हमने चूँकि सरकार में थोड़ा सा लिमिटेशन आएगा आने वाले समय में, और सर आपको पता ही है कि सरकार अब थोड़े अवार्ड जो हैं तो थोड़े कम करेगी, वो फेलोशिप के ज़रिए में लोगों को देगी। तो ये एक नया एक कॉन्सेप्ट रहेगा कि जैसे हम इस साल अभी दिए जो जिस अवार्ड में हमने इंडिया हैबिटेट सेंटर में रखा था, तो आने वाले समय में बट मे बी फिक्की और बाकी एसोसिएशन वाले मिलके इस तरह के अवार्ड्स कर सकते हैं, जिससे कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को रिकग्नाइज़ किया जा सके उनके अच्छे कार्य में विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में। तो मैं एक बार फिर से आप सब लोगों को जो अवार्डी हैं उनको शुभकामनाएं देना चाहूँगा। बाकी हमारे जो भी भाई बहन यहाँ मौजूद हैं उनको मैं एक तो धन्यवाद दूंगा कि पूरे दिन के थकान के बाद भी आज इसमें मौजूद है, उसके लिए हम विल कीप इट वेरी शॉर्ट एंड विल ज्वाइन फॉर द डिनर इमीडिएटली आफ्टर दैट। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
हार्दिक धन्यवाद सर। और अब निवेदन करना चाहेंगे माननीय राज्य मंत्री श्री भगवंत खूबा जी से कि वे अपने प्रेरणात्मक संदेश के साथ उपस्थित सभा का मार्गदर्शन और प्रोत्साहन करें। एक बार जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत माननीय राज्य मंत्री जी।
सभी को नमस्कार। इस पुरस्कार कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सचिव अरुण जी, दीपक मेहता जी, प्रभादास जी और इस सभागृह में उपस्थित सभी मान्यवर, और ख़ास करके जिनको पुरस्कार सम्मानित करने जा रहा है, तो उनको मेरा बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, और माध्यम के मित्रों, जैसे सुबह से बहुत ही इनोवेटिव वे से कार्यक्रम रचना की गई, और आप सभी ने सुबह से लेकर के अभी तक उतना ही रुचि लेकर के इस कार्यक्रम को यशस्वी बनाने में आपका आज का दिन का योगदान रहा। इसका मतलब जो सरकार जिस दिशा में जा रहा है, मुझे लगता है कि इंडस्ट्री को उस दिशा का इंतजार भी था। क्योंकि दोनों जब इच्छुक रहते हैं तो इस प्रकार का कार्यक्रम सभी को इच्छा से होती है। तो ये बहुत बड़ा पॉजिटिव अपने आप में आज के दिन का कार्यक्रम से दिख रहा है। और मंत्रालय से पुरस्कार देना, पुरस्कार लेने के लिए कोई काम नहीं करता, लेकिन काम करते करते, अच्छे करते, उत्कृष्ट करते हुए पुरस्कार मिल जाती है तो अपना मेहनत के ऊपर अपने आप में एक गर्व भी महसूस होता है। केवल जिनको मिलता उनको ही नहीं, उस क्षेत्र में काम करने वालों को भी एक प्रेरणा भी मिलती है। तो आज की इस कार्यक्रम जिनको मिला है उनको शुभकामनाएं, और जिनको प्रेरणा मिली है उनको भी आने वाला दिनों में मंत्रालय की ओर से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। और कल एक दिन आप सभी का उपस्थिति में 2 दिन के इस कार्यक्रम को समाप्त के साथ और भारत सरकार इस क्षेत्र के अंदर, जैसे दीपक मेहता जी ने कहा, चाइना +1, मुझे लगता है 2 साल के बाद केवल एक रहेगा, चाइना नहीं रहेगा इसके अंदर। ये डायलॉग बंद करना चाहिए हम लोग, क्योंकि भारत सरकार 2047 तक बहुत महत्वाकांक्षी लक्ष्य लेकर के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी देश के उद्योगपतियों के ऊपर भरोसा, देश के किसान युवाओं के ऊपर भरोसा लेकर के एक नया भारत का निर्माण के सपना लेकर के जा रहे हैं। तो हम सभी ने भी उतना ही उत्सुक होकर के इसमें हम भाग ले रहे हैं। तो 2047 में भारत विश्व का आज का जो अनुमान लगा रहे हैं तो नंबर 2 अर्थव्यवस्था बनेगा। जब नंबर 2 अर्थव्यवस्था दुनिया का बनेगा, शायद हमने अभी तक कल्पना भी नहीं की है कि कितना ट्रिलियन की होगी, लेकिन आज और कल का जो हमारा इस प्रोग्राम के तहत जब जितने भी हमारा विचार विनिमय हो गया, विचार सरकार के ओर से, इंडस्ट्री का ओर से और इंडस्ट्री के विश्लेषणों के ओर से, और दुनिया में जो मांग है, डिमांड है, उसके सारे इनपुट्स को लेकर के निश्चित रूप में जो अर्थव्यवस्था नंबर 2 बनेगी 2047 में, तो इस क्षेत्र का पेट्रोकेमिकल्स एंड पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स का उत्पादन में भारत का नंबर 1 रहेगा, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनेगा। तभी जाकर के भारत का नवनिर्माण का सपना पूरा हो जाएगी। उस पूरे होने में हम सब का योगदान रहेगा, ये मेरा पूर्ण विश्वास है। और अभी आज प्रशस्ति जिनको मिल रहा है, तो फिर से एक बार उनको मेरा शुभकामना देते हुए मेरे 2 बात मैं समाप्त करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
माननीय मंत्री महोदय जी के दिशा निर्देश के लिए आपका हार्दिक धन्यवाद। Ladies and gentlemen, PwC India is the knowledge partners for India Camp 2022, and I may now invite on stage Mr. Nikhil Kalane, Manager PwC India, and Ms. Divya Gandhi, Senior Consultant PwC India, to do the honors of announcing the awards. Over to them. Please put your hands together to welcome them.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening and a warm welcome to one and all. I want to welcome you to yet another ceremony, award ceremony, of the prestigious FICCI Chemicals and Petrochemicals Award. I am Nikhil Kalane,
I'm Divya Gandhi.
and we are from the Chemicals Practice of PwC India. FICCI, in the form of Chemicals and Petrochemicals Award, felicitates companies in India, especially in the chemicals and petrochemical sector, for their efforts in driving innovation, process efficiencies, effectiveness, individuals' lifetime contribution in the form of awards. And this year, we are again back. So this year, I think we have received a total 108 applications from over 45 companies for over 14 award categories. This process is quite process-oriented, wherein we have received support from FICCI, we have received support from our respected jury members, in the overall process, right from drafting questionnaires and how we evaluate the companies. And that's how today I would like to thank Sri Raghavendra Rao, who is the chairman of the committee of the jury, Mr. Manish Panchal, who is the executive director, who has really helped us, in evaluating through the process, Mr. Joy Shah sir, Professor Gurmeet Singh, and Mr. Siddharth Mitra, who were the part of this esteemed jury. Yeah. So overall, there were around 14 categories, right from sustainability, efficiency in energy, water usage, commendable work for changing public perception, environmental friendly company of the year, companies who have excelled in subsectors, company of the year is another prestigious award. And there were two more new categories which were, which came into place this time for the first time, which was Digitech Frontrunner of the Year and Excellence in Exports, given the fact that we are looking, to enhance our exports and also from the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. So overall, this year's, I think, award received applications were quite impressive. And in order to felicitate more companies, the awards were differentiated into 3 different revenue brackets. So companies within the revenue of less than 250 crores, companies in the revenue bracket of 250 to 750 crores, and companies having revenue more than 750 crores were evaluated. So after this process, I think we are here today to announce the winners of the awards. And I would like to congratulate each one of the companies who have put in efforts to apply for this award. I think that's really commendable, and that shows that India as a country and companies in India are really, making their efforts, be it any segment or, any theme of the trends which we are seeing in the global chemicals and petrochemical industry. So with this, I would like to, start with our first award category, which is the Product Innovator of the Year. So may I call upon the winner in the chemicals category, which is Epsilon Carbon Private Limited. A big round of applause. We have another winner, Asian Paints Limited, for the Product Innovator of the Year category. May I call upon Asian Paints, Product Innovator of the Year. Now in the petrochemical segment, we have 3 winners this time. So may I call upon Reliance Industries Limited, Hoshiarpur Manufacturing Division, the application from where we request, the awardees to come from this side of the stage, from the front side. Then we have Indian Oil Corporation Limited R&D Division Award for Product Innovator of the Year. Then we have Expro India Limited Award for Product Innovator of the Year in Petrochemicals category.
So moving ahead to the next award category, that is Manufacturing Process Innovator of the Year. So in this category, we have one awardee in the petrochemical segment, that is Engineers India Limited. Please give it a big round of applause. Next, we are moving to Best Green Product in the Sustainability category, and the award is for Reliance Industries Limited in Petrochemical segment. So moving on to the next award category, that is Best Green Process, and the award winner is in the chemical section, that is Rallis India Limited. We have one more winner in the chemicals category, that is Inventus Research Company Private Limited. In the petrochemical segment, the winner is Reliance Industries Limited.
Then we move ahead to the third part of the Sustainability Awards, which is Sustainability, Excellence and Safety. So may I call upon stage Excel Industries Limited to take the award. Then we have Clarion Chemicals Limited, Cuddalore Unit, again for excellence in safety in the chemicals category. May I now call upon stage Rashtriya Chemical Fertilizers Limited, Trombay Unit for excellence in safety in the chemicals category. We have yet another winner, National Peroxide Limited for excellence in safety in the chemicals segment. Petrochemical segment, the award for excellence in safety goes to Indian Oil Corporation Limited. We have another winner, Expro India Limited, for excellence in safety.
Now we will be moving to the next category, efficiency in energy usage. And the award goes to, in chemical segment, Grasim Industries Limited, their chemical division, Ganjam area. Next winner in the same segment is DCM Shrirams Limited for their Jhagadia unit. Next we have Gharda Chemicals Limited, their Lote division in the efficiency in energy usage chemical segment. For petrochemical segment, the winner is Brahmaputra Cracker and Polymer Limited. Moving on to the next award category, efficiency in water usage. In chemical segment, the winner is Uflex Limited, chemical business. Please give a big round of applause. Next is another Jubilant Ingrevia Limited, Gajrola plant. Next winner is Dharamsi Munarji Chemical Co Limited, Roha. Next, in petrochemical segment, please have a big round of applause for Kothari Petrochemicals Limited.
The next award category is commendable work for changing public perception. So I think this is a very important award. And the winner in the chemicals category is Jubilant Ingrevia Limited. One more winner in the chemical segment, which is Tagros Chemicals India Private Limited. A big round of applause. have another winner, BASF India Private Limited, for commendable work for changing public perception.
So the next award category is Environment Friendly Company of the Year. And in chemical segment, the winner is Godrej Industries Chemical Division. Please give a big round of applause. Another winner in this category is Aarti Industries Limited. In petrochemical segment, the winner is Reliance Industries Limited, Hazira Polyester Manufacturing Division. Next winner in the same category is HPCL Mittal Energy Limited. Next category is Lifetime Contribution Awards. In the petrochemical segment, the winner is Dr. Purnendu Chatterjee of the Chatterjee Group. As he is not physically present now, so we have a video message from him. So we would like the team to capture that.
I feel honored to be recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. I thank the Executive Committee and the members of the jury of the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries. I express my sincere gratitude to the Ministries of Chemicals and Fertilizer and Petroleum and Natural Gas. I also take this opportunity to thank the other government departments that have been helping Haldia Petrochemicals in its journey from a small startup to what it is today. I thank and look forward to the continued assistance of the ministries and the government departments in our journey to higher levels of excellence in the future. I thank the Minister, Honorable Minister, for spared his valuable time to hand over this prestigious award. On behalf of my team members of Haldia Petrochemicals and the associated companies of MCPI, Garden and Lamas, I accept this award. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chatterjee is not present here, so I request Mr. Sen Gupta to receive the award on his behalf. chemical segment, the award for lifetime contribution goes to Shri Chandrakant Gogri, Aarti Industries Limited. Mr. Gogri, we would like to hear from you a few words, please.
I am greatly honored by receiving the award from FICCI and really thankful to the jury to select me for the award. And I can tell you this award should go to my partners. I'm having a lot of partners and my team of Aarti. Because of their hard work, they have recognized, you have recognized me. So it's a teamwork which is there in Aarti, and because of that, I got the award. And by working hard, and our team is working hard, and that way we will see to it that our company and country progress. And as our Honorable Minister says, it should be not C+1, but we should see that we should be number one. And in many products, whatever we make in Aarti are generally many products are first, second, and third in the world in quantity we manufacture. So that way we want to be having a leading role in chemical industries. Another thing, as Deepak Bhai has already told, that I am spending more time in social work now. I want to tell FICCI and Honorable Minister, as you know, CSR, I want to talk about CSR, as our chemical industries are located in industrial areas. And in that, our CSR, you know, we have to spend most of the fund in that area only. So because our industries are there in that area get developed very much. Another thing, not only this area get developed, people get job, industries are, lot of development happen in that area, and over and above, we have to spend money for CSR also in that area. I don't understand why that concept has come. It's very important that CSR should go the area, you know, country where we are having a lot of backward areas, and in that it should be spent. It's very, very important. Otherwise, the area in which there are industries, there are chemical industries, lot of developments happen, and where there are no industries, and that area is still remaining underdeveloped. So I request Honorable Minister and FICCI that we should see that should happen. As such, you know, I have selected, I want to make this hospital in Bihar. It's a very backward area, no industries are there. But I want to see that if people of Bihar stop working, then all India will stop working. Every field people of Bihar are working. So, you know, similarly, that concept should be there, that where backward areas are there, and these are challenging. So the challenge that I have taken up, and we are putting up 300 bed hospitals in Bihar. Thank you very much for giving me award. And please look up to the CSR policies, and it should be for the backward areas in Jharkhand, in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, where just Bimaru state. So then only that area can develop. Thank you very much again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gogri. We have 5 more categories left.
So the next is excellence in subsector. I would like to request UPL Limited Unit 5 and Unit 2 Ankleshwar to please come on the stage for the award.
These are actually, UPL has got 2 awards in this category, Unit 5 and Unit 2, both in excellence in subsector.
So the next category is Company of the Year. In this, the winner of chemical segment is Naveen Fluorine International Limited. Please give a big round of applause. Next in the petrochemical segment, the winner is Reliance Industries Limited.
Company of the Year in Petrochemicals, Reliance Industries Limited.
So we have one more winner in this category, Indian Oil Corporation Limited.
Then we move ahead to the new categories that were introduced this year for the first time. Digitech Front Runner of the Year. In the chemical segment, we have 2 awards. The winners are Gharda Chemicals Limited and Langsons India Private Limited. Big round of applause. Digitech Front Runner of the Year. Lanxess India Private Limited. Digitech Front Runner of the Year. In the petrochemical segment, we have 2 winners. So, Reliance Industries Limited. A big round of applause. May I call upon Indian Oil Corporation Limited for the award for Digitech Front Runner of the Year in the petrochemical segment.
Another category which is introduced in this year is Excellence in Exports. And the winner in chemical segment is Insecticide India Limited. Please give a big round of applause for Epsilon Carbon Private Limited. We have one more winner in chemical segment, that is LK Chemicals Private Limited. Next is G1 Chemicals Private Limited. Please come on the stage. Next in petrochemical segment, the winner is Reliance Industries Limited. Please give a big round of applause.
Then we move to the last category, which is special category for promoting Make in India. And this award goes to Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Kochi Refinery. With this, I congratulate all the awardees, and we have come to the end of the award ceremony. Now I hand over to Sapna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil and Divya. And ladies and gentlemen, let's once again put our hands together for all the distinguished awardees for winning this very prestigious award. Congratulations to each one of you. And I take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Minister, Secretary Sir, and other distinguished dignitaries for gracing this occasion. And I would now like to invite Mr. Prabdas ji to kindly say a few words of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Too much of lecture, so I will be very brief. Thanks, Honorable Minister, Bhagwan Kuba ji, our beloved Secretary, Arun Baroka ji, Deepak Mehta ji and their colleagues. First of all, let's give a big clap to the awardees. This really encourages us, and I must say that, the FICCI has been doing a good job, and we will do more next year. So thank you and congratulations. When we are asking government, I will also ask something. I've not been asking anything from government. So, we are talking big investment. We are not talking a small investment in this sector. If we have to become one, as Minister has told, we will like to have a consistent policies. When you make a big investment, this policy should be a stable policy for years, and there should not be any changes in between. We have been talking about sustainability, and people talked about hydrogen, green hydrogen. It's all welcome. It's all welcome. But don't do it abruptly. Give industry time to go to that stage. So what industry is asking is that, you may change the policies, but give us time to adjust ourselves or plan for that. So that's the only ask I thought, I will ask at this before you and the dinner. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much indeed. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we close the proceedings of the award presentation ceremony. Once again, thanking the Honorable Minister, Secretary Sir, and once again congratulating all the distinguished awardees. And we now invite all of you to kindly join us for dinner, served at the backside. And tomorrow morning, we again look forward to seeing you all at Pragati Maidan for Day 2 of India Chem 2022. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Have a safe journey home. Good night and namaskar. And ladies and gentlemen, we are also going to have a cultural evening here from this stage shortly. So do stay back with us and enjoy the cultural performances. Thank you. And for the kind attention of all our awardees, you can collect the boxes for the trophies from the right-hand side, from backstage, next to the audio-video console. Once again, for the kind attention of all our awardees, you may kindly collect the boxes of your trophies from backstage, next to the console of audio-video. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the artist who is going to perform is Divyansh Harshit Srivastava on Santoor. He was born in a musical family where he got the music lessons from his father, Shri Govind Verma ji, and the further training from world-renowned Santoor player Padma Shri Pandit Bhajan Sopori ji. Divyansh ji belongs from Sapori Sufiana Gharana of Kashmir and has performed at many prestigious stages all over India. And along with him, on tabla, we have with us today Ustad Zia Khan ji, Jatin Chauhan ji on octopad, and Ankush Gupta ji on keyboards. So ladies and gentlemen, stay back and enjoy this beautiful performance, this musical performance on Santoor by Divyansh Harshit Srivastava ji.
पढ़ाइए पढ़ाइए। सही है भाई, जल्द से। हाँ, अभी हो रहा है। हाँ, क्योंकि करवा देना।
सबसे ज़्यादा ना इसमें प्रॉब्लम संतूर को हमें खुद को सुनाई देना।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
अगर हार्ड स्ट्रोक है तो ट्यून में दिखा देगा।
ये मॉनिटर बहुत ज़रूरी है, लेकिन थोड़ा दूर रखवाना क्योंकि हमें हो सकती है ना।
सब पिकअप है,
हाँ।
सिर्फ आप ही हैं बस हम करने वाले।
हाँ भाई सही बात है, हम ही हैं, हमारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्या करें। अरे ये एक तबला बनना चाहिए लीड वाला, है भाई, एक तबला बनना चाहिए लीड वाला। है?
सारा लेवल 3 ओके।
हाँ भाई, हेलो, हाँ जी, हाँ शुरू हो गया हमारा, मतलब साउंड ठीक हो रहा है। हाँ निकल गया। ज़्यादा नहीं हल्का। ये इलेक्ट्रिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट की तबले की क्या आवाज़ आएगी। अभी वो लगाएगा मोटर। चार्ट इस तरह से
शुरुआत खुद ही करनी है।
हाँ हाँ समझ गए। हाँ कॉन्फ्रेंस वो कॉन्फ्रेंस वाला मामला है, साउंड भी ऐसे ही।
ठीक है ठीक है। टाइम ये रखा है
एक और